I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Now, as you're watching me, to talk about the metaphysical morning millionaire ritual. This is something that I do every morning here. And I said, let me share this with the world. When I get up, let me show you what I do. Let me make this very transparent and real. All right. And this is something that you want to do as well. Okay. Pay attention. Now, I did this when I was broke. And you know, when you do things like this and you don't expect them to work, but you do it anyway. Well, I did. Right. When that happens, I don't move. So what I do is I start to think and consciously think about the things that I'm grateful for. I say things like this. This is true. I mean, so what I do when I'm laying down like this, I'm thinking about what I'm grateful for. So I'm grateful for my children. Now, I talk within my mind, right? I'm talking to myself. I may say, I'm grateful that I just woke up. I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful that I'm rich. I'm grateful that I'm changing people's lives. I'm grateful that I'm on my beautiful jet traveling around the world, inspiring hundreds of millions of people online and offline. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to help people around the world. I'm grateful that I'm financially free. I'm grateful, and I do this. Now, listen, let me tell you why that's important to do it for about 2 minutes when you're like this, because as soon as you awake, as soon as you open your eyes, okay, as soon as you are aware, this is a great opportunity to reprogram your subconscious mind, because when you wake up, you're not thinking about the future, the past, you're not thinking about bills, you're not thinking about the job, you're not thinking about your problems. You're just becoming aware when you come out of that deep sleep, okay? So when you do that, your brain starts to assimilate these ideas, okay? It starts to assimilate these suggestions. I'm grateful today that I can look at that beautiful beach out there outside my condo. Now, understand this. You may say, Wesley, well, I don't have a sunrise or a sunset like you. I don't have a picture of the ocean out there outside my window. Listen, you don't have to, okay? See, this is all a part of the creative process. Does that make sense? Now, to be transparent, I did this when I was in that small 1-bedroom apartment, okay? I did this. I still do this today. This is like 8 years ago. And when I would wake up in that small 1-bedroom apartment on that air mattress, I would just say, you know, I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to travel the world. I'm grateful that I have a business that's earning $40 million a year. I'm grateful that I'm transforming hundreds of millions of people's lives. Now, I did this and I didn't have a dime in my bank account, okay? But what I understood was this. Listen, please. I understood that when I started to awake, whatever I suggested to myself, right? Whatever I said, I didn't analyze it. Such as I would wake up and say, you know what? I'm a multimillionaire. I'm so grateful that I'm a multimillionaire earning $1 million per year. I used to say those things. And when I would say them, I would just, it's not even about believing or not. I would just say it, and I didn't have any thoughts, or I didn't have any inner dialogue telling me that I wasn't. Does that make sense? So what you have to understand, just like a muscle, if you do this over and over again, okay? And I've been doing this for a very long time and it worked a lot. But listen, that is very powerful in the morning. Just do it. You don't have to believe it, just do it. When you wake up, as soon as you are aware, I don't care if it's gunshots that are waking you up. I don't care if it's somebody screaming in the next apartment, somebody too loud upstairs, right? As soon as you become aware that you are awake, just start to talk, just think about the things that you're grateful for. Think about the things that you're going to create, right? Just think about this thing. Just say, oh my God, I see myself in this beautiful plane going to Bora Bora. I see me and my family traveling the world. I see millions of dollars coming into my bank account. Wow, I'm so grateful. I feel myself. I feel confident. I feel strong. I love to read. But when I'm doing that, I'm listening to this information, okay? Now, the question may be this. Now, listen. Why, Wesley? Why are you listening to this? Let me explain the science behind this. Your brain is very sensitive. Your brain has to be conditioned to be able to get a result. Let me give you an example. How many of you listen to music? How many of you love to listen to music? Now, think about your favorite song right now, and I'm pretty sure you know the song verbatim. Maybe Cardi B, right? Maybe Drake, maybe Migos, Lil Wayne, 6ix9ine. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that you know the lyrics, but you never wrote it down. You never studied the lyrics, right? So the question is this. How is the brain able to remember a song that's 2 to 3 minutes long, and by listening to it about 5 to 10 times, you're able to repeat the lyrics, right? You go to the club, your favorite song pops on, and you like, blah, 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 blah. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Money on my mind, right? But yet you never studied the material. You never wrote the material down. You never had flashcards trying to remember this stuff. And you can remember it, okay? Now listen. Now, this is powerful about the brain. This will make you very rich or make you very poor. I listen to this because what it's doing is it's giving me suggestions. Write that down. Now, these are called affirmations, but I want you to listen real closely here. Listen.
Seeing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am so happy.
Now, you hear the background music, okay? Now, we call this music scientists, they call this frequency, okay? So when Bob Proctor is saying these things, that's it, okay? And of course, be grateful. Your brain waves, it alters how you feel. That's why when you listen to music, you love how it makes you feel. Does it make sense? You interpret it as music, but actually, it's when you listen, stop, relax, and everything that you hear. But what I'm saying is, in the morning is a prime imperative time, very influential time to be able to condition yourself. Money can come to you on autopilot, right? But it's not up for you to try to figure out and analyze how that's going to happen. Unconsciously, if you believe that, then when you do things, you start to produce results that's a little bit better than other people. Look, right now, my companies all do like $30-40 million a year. I have 10 companies. They run on autopilot. I have videos that I do. They get over millions of views every single day on YouTube. Now, how did I do that? Like, listen.
Multiple sources.
On a continuous basis. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me. See, you'll start to believe that because